What if silence held more power than the loudest voices in the room? Why do the quiet ones often leave the deepest impact on history and society? Could it be that stillness, not noise, carries the secret to true strength and influence? In a world that frequently confuses volume with value, those who embrace silence stand as fascinating enigmas. They're not defined by the absence of words, but by the profound depth of thought and awareness they carry. Their presence is subtle, yet magnetic, drawing attention not by clamor, but by quiet intensity. Rather than being empty, their silence is a powerful presence, filled with observation, reflection, and untapped potential. In a world that often equates noise with importance, those who choose silence can be perceived as enigmas. They stand apart not because of any deficiency, but because of a rare depth and richness that the noisy world often fails to notice. This hidden strength makes them intriguing, mysterious, and sometimes even intimidating. In the hustle and bustle of daily life, their quiet presence can be a source of intrigue and curiosity. What thoughts occupy their minds? What insights do they hold? These individuals, often seen as introverts or deep thinkers, navigate the world with a different kind of energy, one that is subtle yet profoundly impactful. Their quietude rather than a void is a space filled with thought, observation, and a deep well of untapped potential. In moments of silence, they find clarity and strength. They are the observers, the listeners, the ones who notice the details that others might miss. Their silence is not an absence, but a presence, a powerful, thoughtful presence that can influence and inspire. In a world that often values the loudest voices, these quiet individuals remind us of the power of stillness and reflection. This essay delves into the psychology of silence, exploring the unique traits of quiet individuals and why they are often perceived as powerful, even dangerous. We will examine how their introspective nature allows them to process information deeply and make thoughtful decisions. Their ability to remain calm and composed in stressful situations often gives them an edge, making them reliable and trustworthy. Through various lenses, we will explore how their quiet strength can be a source of inspiration and leadership. We will uncover the strength found in stillness and how this strength contributes to the aura of quiet power. From meditation and mindfulness practices to the simple act of taking a moment to breathe, these practices highlight the importance of inner peace and self-awareness. By embracing stillness, quiet individuals can tap into a reservoir of inner strengths that fuels their actions and decisions. This inner calm not only benefits them, but also has a ripple effect on those around them, creating a more harmonious and balanced environment. Through historical examples, psychological studies, and real-life scenarios, we'll illuminate the profound impact of those who choose to listen more than they speak. Figures like Mahatma Gandhi, Rosa Parks, and Albert Einstein, who through their quiet determination and thoughtful actions have left an indelible mark on history. We will also look at contemporary examples and scientific research that underscores the benefits of being a good listener and a thoughtful observer. By the end of this essay, we hope to shed light on the quiet power that lies within and inspire others to embrace their own silent strength. Quiet individuals are often deep thinkers, their minds constantly processing information and observing the world around them. They are the silent observers, the ones who notice the small details that others might overlook. Whether it's the way the light filters through the trees or the subtle changes in someone's expression, they are attuned to the nuances of their environment. This heightened awareness allows them to gather a wealth of information without uttering a single word. They may not feel the need to fill every silence with words, preferring instead to contemplate and formulate their thoughts before sharing them. This deliberate approach to communication means that when they do speak, their words carry weight and significance. They have taken the time to consider different perspectives and potential outcomes, ensuring that their contributions are meaningful and well thought out. In a world that often values quick responses and constant chatter, their measured speech can be a refreshing change. This internal processing can lead to insightful observations and creative solutions that others might miss. Their ability to think deeply and critically allows them to approach problems from unique angles, often coming up with innovative ideas that can drive progress in change. They are the ones who can see connections where others see only disjointed pieces, weaving together disparate threads to create a cohesive whole. Their creativity is not always loud or flashy, but it is powerful and impactful. Their silence is not an indicator of emptiness, but rather a reflection of a rich inner world. Within their minds, there is a constant flow of ideas, reflections, and dreams. They may spend hours lost in thought, exploring the depths of their imagination and intellect. This inner world is a source of strength and inspiration, providing them with a deep well of knowledge and creativity to draw from. It is a place where they can retreat and recharge, finding solace and peace in their own company. They find solace in solitude, using this time to recharge and connect with their inner selves. For them, being alone is not a lonely experience, but a necessary one. It is during these moments of solitude that they can reflect on their experiences, process their emotions, and gain clarity on their thoughts and goals. This time alone allows them to maintain a sense of balance and harmony, ensuring that they can navigate the complexities of life with grace and resilience. This self-awareness allows them to approach situations with a sense of calm and composure that can be disarming to those accustomed to a more outwardly expressive demeanor. Their ability to remain centered and focused, even in the midst of chaos, is a testament to their inner strength and resilience. They are not easily swayed by external pressures or distractions, instead, drawing on their inner resources to stay grounded and present. This calm presence can have a soothing effect on those around them, creating an atmosphere of stability and trust. The silence of others can be both intriguing and unsettling. It represents a mystery, a hidden depth that we cannot immediately decipher. This unknown can be alluring, drawing us to the quiet ones, in the hopes of unraveling their secrets. However, this same unknown can also evoke fear. We may project our own insecurities and assumptions onto their silence, interpreting it as aloofness, disapproval, or even a veiled threat. This fear often stems from our discomfort with what we don't understand, leading to misinterpretations and misconnections. Contrary to popular belief, silence is not passive. It requires strength to resist the urge to constantly assert oneself, to remain present and observant without feeling the need to dominate the conversation. This quiet strength can be a powerful tool in various aspects of life. In negotiations, a quiet demeanor can give the impression of control and confidence, allowing the individual to carefully consider their words and observe the reactions of others. In leadership, a quiet leader can inspire respect and loyalty through their actions rather than their words, creating a sense of trust and stability. History is replete with examples of quiet individuals who have shaped the world with their actions and ideas. Rosa Parks, a woman of quiet dignity, sparked the civil rights movement with her silent protest on the Montgomery bus. Albert Einstein, known for his contemplative nature, revolutionized our understanding of the universe with his groundbreaking theories. These individuals, and countless others like them, demonstrate that true power often lies not in the loudest voice, but in the clearest vision and the unwavering conviction to act upon it. The power of silence is not confined to the pages of history books. In today's world, we see its influence in various fields. In the tech industry, introverted programmers and engineers are the driving force behind the technologies that shape our lives. In the arts, introspective writers, painters, and musicians captivate audiences with their ability to tap into the depths of human emotion. These individuals demonstrate that quiet strength can be found in all walks of life, challenging the misconception that extroversion is a prerequisite for success. It is important to note that not all quiet individuals are introverts, and not all introverts are quiet. However, there is a significant overlap between the two. Introverts are often energized by solitude and find large social gatherings draining, This preference for quiet reflection is often misconstrued as shyness, aloofness, or even arrogance. Understanding the nature of introversion is crucial to appreciating the strength that quiet individuals bring to the table. One of the greatest strengths of quiet individuals is their ability to listen. In a world saturated with noise and self-promotion, true listening is becoming increasingly rare and valuable. Quiet individuals, often more comfortable listening than speaking, are able to truly hear and process what others have to say. This makes them excellent communicators, able to build rapport, understand different perspectives, and resolve conflicts effectively. Their ability to listen deeply fosters trust and respect, creating a space for meaningful connections to flourish. In a society that often glorifies extroversion, where the loudest voices are frequently the ones that get the most attention, it is essential to recognize and embrace the power of silence. The quiet strength that lies within those who may not always be the first to speak up, but whose contributions are no less significant. Silence is not merely the absence of noise, but a profound presence that allows for deeper reflection and understanding. It is in these moments of quiet that we often find clarity and insight, enabling us to see the world from a different perspective. Quiet individuals with their thoughtful nature, insightful observations, and exceptional listening skills bring a unique and invaluable perspective to the world. They are often the ones who notice the details that others might overlook, providing a depth of understanding that enriches our collective experience. In group settings, their ability to listen and reflect before speaking can lead to more thoughtful and inclusive discussions. They may not always be the loudest in the room, but their contributions are often the most profound. By challenging our assumptions and appreciating the strengths found in stillness, we can create a more inclusive and understanding environment, one where every individual, regardless of their communication style, feels valued and heard. We can foster a culture that celebrates the quiet strength of those who may not always seek the spotlight, but whose presence and contributions are vital to our collective success. In such an environment, all voices, spoken and unspoken, are heard and valued. The power of the quiet ones lies not in their ability to dominate, but in their capacity to observe, reflect, and inspire through the quiet strength of their presence. Their strength is a reminder that there is great power in listening, in taking the time to understand before responding, and in valuing the contributions of all, regardless of how they are expressed. The quiet ones teach us that sometimes the most impactful actions and words come from a place of stillness and contemplation. And it is through embracing this quiet strength that we can all learn to be more thoughtful, more inclusive, and ultimately more connected to one